care what anybody says. I'm telling you, that kid slept through the night. It's weird though. She always smelled like shit.
I remember my first wedding anniversary. Now, at the time, I was a young comic. I was on the road, and I couldn't afford to take my wife with me, so I would call her after every show, you know. And it was a Saturday night, and I had just done a really tough show, all Indians. You talk about intense. That caused quite a flap, huh? So I called my wife. Somebody stop me for God's sake. So I called my wife, and she knew it was our anniversary, but she didn't want to say anything. You know, she wasn't going to help me. Yeah. She was just not going to say a word, and she decided. So we talked, and at the end of the conversation, I said, "I love you." Gave me a little kiss. She said, "I love you too," even though she hated my guts because I forgot our anniversary. My wife, like most women, can take her anger and outrage and put it away till she needs it. Turns out she needed it on Sunday.
Folks, you ever go your whole life thinking you're a good dancer? Until you see yourself on video, the only move you have is like a drunken speed skater.
My daughters are 13, 11, and 6 4/5, okay? I have to say the 4/5 because if I don't, every time I say, Daddy! Daddy, I'm 6 4/5, Daddy! 6 4/5! And here's the thing, every time she says it, I don't say this out loud, but I think to myself, I know, because I was happy 7 years ago.
Years ago, with ADD, for real. I was officially diagnosed by a psychiatrist with ADD. I'm like, why bother now? You know what I mean? I already destroyed my life, you know? I really could have used that diagnosis in first grade when I was counting the stars out the window. And yelled at my teacher, you idiot, look up here! Diagnosis, attention deficit disorder. We had ADF, another dumb fucker. That's what we had. That's how I was treated. I was brought up like... Pay attention!
A lot of people have that agoraphobia, the fear of going out. I had the opposite, fear of staying home. It's called home with my wife alonophobia. Married guys get it. So Jim, 20 years, man, you use the Viagra? No, you don't use the Viagra. Viagra is the #1 most prescribed drug in the history of medicine. More than penicillin! Oh yeah, but yet, nobody's using it. Jim's not using it, nobody's raising their hand. I don't know where it's going, but they're making a shitload of this stuff, I'll tell you right now. You know,
alright, so, exactly. So this is how bad my marriage is. I'm sitting at the table across from my wife, and my wife's doing one of these. She's kicking my leg like it's the table, like the table leg. And this is how fucked up my marriage is. I have to think about how I want to approach this. Like, do I really want this fight right now while I'm trying to enjoy my $9 salad? So I go, after like 5 minutes of it, I go, you stop kicking my leg, please? You know, can you stop kicking my leg? She goes, can you please stop kicking my leg? I haven't smoked a cigarette in 24 hours. Anyone here who's a smoker understands where my mind goes at this point. immediately I start fantasizing, right? Like in my head, I'm like, if you're doing something bad to somebody, you shouldn't have to be polite to ask them to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like if you break into my house or break my wife, you say, "Sir, excuse me, pardon me for a moment. Could you please remove your penis from my wife? Please exit the building." And it's not that there's not the time. She's hurting me, right? So in my head, this sounds really wrong. This is why I'm asking. I picture in my head picking up a fork, stabbing her in the neck. No, she's screaming, "Ah, stop!" The blood's got everywhere. I'm like, "Say please, say please!" So that's when I went outside and I had my cigarette.
And because of that, I'd like to perform for you right now the world famous Vanishing Beer Bottle. Here we go. Drum roll, please. All right, sir. Now do with your hands above the table. Put the pervert right in the front. Did you see that? Here we go. The Vanishing Beer Bottle. Here we go. Abracadabra. Hocus pocus. Now! Oh, shit, that never works. All right, good. Yeah, like you don't go to your job in school. Here's one you haven't seen. Vanishing Beer Bottle. You've seen it already. You're going to see it again. There we go. Now! It's freaking believable. No wires. No mirrors or nothing. All right, you don't believe in this shit. I don't care.
There's another one. Chelsea Clinton. Remember Chelsea? She got married recently. Clinton. How did that happen? I can't be old enough for Chelsea Clinton to be getting married. I remember Chelsea as that homely little White House mutt running around in a rose garden going at everybody in sight. And here she's grown up into a fairly attractive young woman and getting married? How did that happen? And when she and her fiancé Mark announced their engagement, Hillary, always being a good mom, if that works, Hillary asked Chelsea if she and Mark were having sex. Chelsea said, reassured Hillary, "Oh, Mom, at least not according to Dad."
Bob Becker, last progress report, 4 C's and a D. You know, and I said to her, "You know, hon, I'm thinking the only way you're ever going to get an A or a B is if you catch hepatitis." It's a little tough love, but it was appropriate, you know? But I'm a good dad. I'm not one of those dads that's embarrassed to go out to the CVS or Walgreens to pick up the kids' period supplies. Not embarrassed at all. I mean, I'll walk out with my hands full of pads, plugs, shit with wings flying off of it. I don't care. I wear them like my own personal red badge of courage to show the people of South Windsor. Hey, look at that. Dr. Suitcase Kids made it through another month of high school without getting pregnant. Way to go, Doc. Good work, buddy. Good work.
That's all the applause I get. It's like 4 claps. Hey folks, how you feel? Hey look, Palmer, I don't want to be here either, okay? So let's just get this out in the open, alright? It's no secret. I can't believe I'm here either, okay? Wow. Can you believe this? Look at this. I saw, it looked like a barn from outside. I was like, this is a bad fucking idea. This is not a good idea. Not for me. This is not a good idea. Right now, I'm identifying exits, okay? So, just in case things go bad, I'm going this way, alright? Hopefully there's a train coming and I can just get the fuck right out of here. Right out the door, he's gone. That was the end of it. Wow, this is amazing, isn't it?
Now, while I have you guys here, we're talking about kids. How many folks, by applause, have kids? I'm going to ask you a very pointed question. How many of you blame their shortcomings on your spouse? Happens in our house all the time. Have you seen the report cards your boys brought home? Have you seen the carnage unleashed on this house by your boys? Have you seen it? Better than the ass the other day, my son meets me in the kitchen at 5 o'clock and says, "What is wrong with your wife?" You mean your mom? Not the mood she's in.
Anybody here on Facebook? Yeah, see? Good. Facebook is taking over the world. Usually for young people, but fuck them. Facebook is the greatest thing ever, and then the world's worst evil at the same time. It's the greatest thing ever because we never need to go to a high school reunion ever fucking again. We know who's fat. We know who's gay. Even though all through high school we told them they were gay. Over and over, we give them wedges, "You're gay, dude, you're so gay." But the worst part about it is, like I said, I got divorced. I have 5,000 Facebook friends. In real life, I have like 4 fucking friends. I don't know any of these other people. So if somebody hates me, like tonight, you're like, "That motherfucker made fun of me 1 too many goddamn times." If I knew what a computer was and what this meant, I would be doing it. Thank you, Ben Franklin, for your help. You would go on there and you could put that on my wall, and then 8 billion people see it. Now, the day
I just came from another show and I was in such a hurry. I was in such a hurry to get over here, and everything's so fucking fast. We don't even you notice like so many words we use have abbreviations. Like I was listening to the basketball game, UConn, right? They won. Good for you. But you know what? Why? Because it takes too much time to say the University of Connecticut, so everyone goes UConn. I can have a whole conversation with you without even using real words. Not that long ago, I flew to LA. I was on TWA. We didn't go directly to LAX. We had to stop JFK. My bags were MIA for a week and a half. I got invited to one of those TGIF parties, you know, the BYOB RSVP. I had enough VO and J&B to send me to AA with the DTs. I staggered in the parking lot. There's this AH. The guy's like a CPA with IBM. He got his PhD from MIT, but now he's a big CEO with MGM, right? He's getting in his new BMW with the AM/FM CD, got the ABS brakes, the GPS navigation system, got the LED dashboard with the RPMs. I wasn't impressed. I said, BFD. This AH started giving some BS. I'm ready to KO him, send him to the ER so the EMTs can give him some CPR so he doesn't